Hi everyone, this is John Hiscock. I'm going to be showing you how to create a voicemail message using Wavosaur and Jokosher. So just a disclaimer, I started out just using Wavosaur, but I couldn't edit multiple tracks in it, so that's why I had to do some research and find out where I found out about Jokosher, which you can edit multiple tracks in. So we're going to just record the voicemail message in Wavosaur and then bring the voicemail message over to Jokosher and split up the tracks, the background music, which we're going to have underlying the voicemail message, and then the beep at the end. So first we're going to just download Wavosaur. So that's how you spell it. cnetdownload.com is the mirror site you should use. This is pretty trustworthy. I've been using this for years. Download now, so go ahead and download and install that. I've already done that, so I'm not going, out of the interest of time, I'm not going to do that. Wavosaur is compatible with Windows OS, Windows 98 all the way up to Windows 10. So go ahead and download and install Wavosaur. And we also have Jokosher, so it's spelled J-O-Kosher. Download. So same mirror site, cnetdownload.com. Click the button, download now, and install. This runs on Windows OS and Linux OS. So, yeah. So go ahead and install those programs. And first up, we're going to record our voicemail message in Wavosaur. Okay, so before we record, we need a microphone. So if you have an internal microphone in your laptop, like in your webcam, you can use that, or you can use an external microphone. Just plug it into your microphone jack and install any drivers if you haven't done so already, so you can use it. We're going to click record and record that now. We have the master volume here for the recording, so we want to record at max volume here, 100%. So I'm going to click record. Your message should be around 10 seconds long. I'm just going to do an example here, and we'll go from there. Hello, this is the voicemail of John Hiscock. I'm not here at the moment, but if you would like to leave a message after the tone, I can get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. So I just clicked record to end it. So yeah, this is our recording. All the sound is in a wave. We have to basically there's a silence at the beginning, so we definitely want to get rid of that. So we're going to click and drag. Actually, we should play it back first. So we have some options here for the buttons to control the recording. So we have play at start. We have play, pause, stop, back to start, rewind, fast forward, and go to end. If you're familiar with CD players, this should be second nature to you. So let's just play it back and see what we got.
Hello, this is the voicemail of John Hiscock. I'm not here at the moment, but if you would like to leave a message after the tone, I can get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Okay, so again, we want to get rid of this silence at the beginning. So we're going to just click and drag the silence here. We're going to hit the delete key. Boom, done. And at the end too, we should probably leave a little bit of lead time for the beep at the end. So we can actually just click and drag here and hit delete. Okay, so we have...
Hello, this is the voicemail of John Hiscock. I'm not here at the moment, but if you would like to leave a message after the tone, I can get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Okay, so next we're going to go looking for our phone beep and the music that we're going to include in this. So actually, before we do that, the volume isn't the highest on this recording, so we can actually normalize the volume using this button here, so we can make it a lot louder.
Hello, this is the voicemail of John Hiscock. I'm not here at the...
So clearly it's a lot louder. Because it's in stereo sound, we can actually convert to mono using this button here. We should do this because it is one speaker. It's going to be coming out of one speaker, so it only makes sense to be mono, right? So we can mix the channels here. This is in 16-bit sound, and it's going at 44,100 hertz. So we're going to need this information when we go to freesound.org to get our beep. So here's our file. Let's just go to freesound.org. get our beeps and the background music. So freesound.org, it's basically just a website where people upload their own recordings, and you can basically for mass consumption. So let's just search phone beep. So, okay, first we have to make sure that the file is in WAV format. Wavosaur can only record in WAV. So we have a phone beep WAV. This looks good. You can test out the recording here by pressing play. Okay, so you can go ahead and, okay, so first we have to make sure that it's WAV, yes. 44,100 hertz is the sample rate. That's what it is in Wavosaur. We have a 16-bit sound. Yep, that works. And in mono, so that's fine. So go ahead and download that file, please, and thank you. Well, not that file, or something similar, as long as it has those properties. Next, we're going to get some background music. So, again, we're going to be trimming it up, so don't worry about the length. So 44,100 hertz, perfect. 16-bit sound, yes, and it's in WAV, so that's perfect. Don't worry about stereo, because we're going to be putting this to mono anyway. So download two similar files, music and a beep. And we're going to go back to Wavosaur, and we're going to now import the phone beep. So we're going to go to File, Import, and Import Binary File. We're going to Browse. We're going to go to phone beep I have here. Make sure that it's 16 bits is clicked. Make sure it's 44,100. Channel number 1, perfect. Okay. So we have our beep here. Okay. So we can select this beep by doing this. We're going to cut or copy. Close out of here. We can right click and press paste and click paste, and as you can see, our beep is here. So let's see what it sounds like.
Hello, this is the voicemail of John Hiscock. I'm not here at the moment, but if you would like to leave a message after the tone, I can get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Okay, now before we tinker around with the music, we have to make sure where my voice ends so we can trim the music correctly. So my voice ends around here. So just right here. So it's about 7 seconds on the dot. So we're going to remember that. So first of all, we can file, save this recording. I'm going to save it as voicemail message. Again, it's in WAV. It's only in WAV. Unless you want to, you can actually export as an MP3 file, but we're not going to get into that. So we'll save that on the desktop. Save, perfect. Okay, now we're going to File, open up our music file. So I have this here. So we basically just have to drag the cursor. Oops. We have to drag the cursor to 7 seconds and then just delete the rest of it. So it's about 7.058. Nope. Doesn't have to be perfect now. Around, okay. Having a bit of trouble here. Okay. Oops. Okay, so it's going to start at about, which is kind of tricky. So 7.15, that'll work. So just click and drag and delete that. Perfect. So just play this. As you can see, and it should stop it around the time my voice is done. So we're gonna save this. Oh, it's already saved. Okay, it's going to save just as is, and this is just the first part of this tutorial. The second part is going to deal with putting these files into Jokosher and editing the multiple tracks. So I'll see you in a bit.